Surgical strike conducted after specific and very definite inputs, government. The cross-line of control surgical strike was carried out by the Indian Army after specific and very definite inputs about terrorists at launch pads in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir planning attacks in this country, the government said on Friday. The strikes were carried out with absolute precision and the targets were completely destroyed with no casualty being suffered by the Indian forces, Minister of State for Defense Subhash Bhamre said in the Lok Sabha. Replying to a debate on demands for grants for defense, Bhamre said the changing global geopolitical dynamics present the nation with multiple security challenges and the defense forces have to constantly review their operational preparedness to meet these challenges. We have always been pursuing peace with our neighbors. But since many years, cross-border terrorism, proxy wars are forced onto our country. Our armed forces are committed to defend our country from external and internal threats, he said. India has one of the finest armed forces in the world. Our armed forces are well prepared to meet any challenge and the Indian Army is meeting challenges of insurgency and cross-border terrorism as seen during the surgical strike, Bhamre said. The minister then talked about the surgical strike carried out by Indian forces in September last year at terror camps across the line of control in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. The surgical strike was carried out about 10 days after a major terror attack on an army camp in Uri in Kashmir. When we received the specific and very definite inputs across the border that there were several terrorist teams positioned at the launch pads, ready to carry out strike in Jammu and Kashmir and other parts of country with an aim of causing destruction and damage to the citizen. Then our army conducted a surgical strike with precision without causing any casualty on our side but causing destruction of terrorists and people supporting them, he said. Bhamre said that during 2016 and 2015 there were 228 and 152 ceasefire violations, respectively, by Pakistan. During 2016, 27 infiltration bids have been eliminated wherein 37 terrorists have been killed, he added. The security situation in northeastern states remained complex, fluid, and dynamic during 2016 with the sporadic incidents of violence, Bhamre said. Proactive approach, coupled with the intelligent base operation undertaken by the security forces have resulted in the successful curtailment of scale of violence in insurgency-prone areas of Northeast, he said. Owing to successful execution of comprehensive action plan of security forces against the insurgent groups, violence level registered a decrease, he said. He said that the situation along the India-China border continues to be peaceful.